This video will review how to begin working with point clouds in AutoCAD 2015 and compare this workflow to previous AutoCAD versions. To give you some background, the Qubit team developed software for working with point cloud data in the Autodesk environment. Our PointSense family of products function directly within the AutoCAD environment and with native Autodesk point clouds. For this reason, it's important that our clients understand how to properly create Autodesk point clouds before they can use our products. But we hope in general that this video will also help educate all Autodesk 2015 users with the use of point cloud data. Let's quickly review what it takes to go from field to CAD. So beginning in the field, the surveyor is going to take the laser scanner and set up in each position where data is required. Now all of these scans are then going to be brought into what's called pre-processing or registration software. Now we have to do this because we have all of these different scan positions, but none of them are related to each other. And we need a way to get them into an organized coordinate system. So the result would be individual scans now making up a nice looking point cloud. So in this step, the point cloud data is created and you have a nice registered point cloud and you're ready to go into post-processing software. Now this is your design package. This is a standard workflow. And in our case, our post-processing package is AutoCAD. Let's take a quick look back at how AutoCAD has evolved with the handling of point cloud data. Now it started supporting point clouds in 2011, and what you would do is after registering your scan data in the manufacturer's software, you would have your scanner manufacturer's file formats and you would take that directly into AutoCAD. And you could either type in point cloud index into the command prompt or look under the insert ribbon for a create point cloud or point cloud index button. What this would do is convert the data from the scanner manufacturer's file format into an Autodesk PCG file. And this PCG file you could then attach into any drawing. You could also type point cloud attach or just use the attach command inside of the insert ribbon as well. Now, this direct creation inside of AutoCAD still worked inside of AutoCAD 2014. So for those of you that are using 2014, you will notice that you can still create AutoCAD point clouds directly within the AutoCAD environment. So what's different in AutoCAD 2014? Well, the introduction of Recap and Recap Pro came about so users could register their data in their manufacturer software, or they could use Recap Pro for scan registration as well. But essentially the Recap program is the point cloud manager for the Autodesk world. It gave people an environment to organize their reality capture projects. So once you had your scanned data, you would import it into Recap if you had not already used Recap Pro. And what this would do is for every scan position in the field, it would generate an RCS file, a reality capture scan. And when you save this project, all of your scan positions, it would save as an RCP, a reality capture project, which would reference each individual RCS scan position. This data could really just be brought in directly into a number of Autodesk products. You could just simply attach the RCP file or individual RCS scan positions. Now, one of the issues with AutoCAD 2014 was that the viewing quality of point clouds really reduced dramatically as you overloaded the AutoCAD environment with scanned data. So many users would crop out sections of data, section of interest, and work in smaller chunks of data, and reducing the overall amount of data inside the environment would result in better viewing quality. Now moving over to AutoCAD 2015, you can see that the steps are essentially the same, but what's nice is that we can, for the most part, cut this part out because the graphics engine inside of AutoCAD 2015 has improved, and the management of point clouds has improved as well. Let's take a look at what has changed. So AutoCAD 2015, what's new? Well, what you'll notice right away is an improved graphics engine, and this is a great improvement. This means larger clouds at higher densities. You can adjust the point size and you can create a higher point max, and I'll show this in a video. In addition, you'll find that only the RCP and RCS files are supported. The PCG file is no longer supported in AutoCAD 2015. As stated, there's a new point cloud manager that you can find in 2015, and this is great. You can now control per scan, turn each scan on or off, navigate to individual scan views that the scanner saw at that position, and when you isolate particular scan positions, it improves the visual quality in AutoCAD. Finally, point cloud OSNAPs are being introduced. So in previous AutoCAD versions, you could use your standard 2D OSNAP to snap to points. Now you need to use the point cloud OSNAP that works directly with Autodesk point clouds. So let's take a look at a short video that covers these features mentioned on screen. Look, I'm in AutoCAD 2015. I go to my Insert tab. I'm going to try to index a point cloud, and I can't. That button, Create Point Cloud, is not there anymore. What it wants to do is jump you into Autodesk Recap. So what we do with all new versions of Recap, you start off by naming your RCP file. You're naming your project file. Just call this 2015 Proj. Then you're going to select the files that you want to import, and it's going to convert those over to RCS files. Now, if you've already registered, you can skip the registration process. If you haven't, you can use something like Recap Pro to register your scan positions. But this is what we were used to, this really nice looking scan data set inside of the Recap environment. And the issue was we couldn't get this transferred over to AutoCAD looking as pretty. So things have improved and quite a bit. In Recap, you can see that you can manage all of your scan positions here, the bottom right. You can decide if you want to turn a scan position on and off. You can decide if you want to jump to a scan position if you like. Just click here and you're inside that scan position. So let's see what it's like inside of AutoCAD now. I'm going to bring in that exact RCP file. And I'm using Qubit's insert point cloud command here, but you could use the attach as well. And scaling to inches, here's the point cloud. Now I'm going to select the point cloud, and if you look in the ribbon, I can turn on the point cloud manager. And what's nice here is just like I had in Recap, I can manage all the scan positions now. I can right-click and isolate a scan position if I like. And already you can start to see that the viewing quality is significantly improved. So isolating scan positions, I can jump to the scan view if I like. And we're going to go into this scan view option a little bit more in detail later. But you can see it's great. This is what the scanner was seeing from this point of view. A great addition here from the AutoCAD team. You can increase the point size if you like. So if you want to thicken per pixel to make things more visible, you can do that. Now be careful, that'll slow down your machine a little bit depending on your quality of machine. And the point cloud density tab now has been replaced with the level of detail bar. Okay, and I just keep mine up because I have a decent graphics card on this machine. The other thing is your point max. You can now go into the options menu, 3D modeling, and that's where you can adjust your point cloud max. You can see it goes from 10 million up to 25. So those are all adjustable things you want to play with based on what works on your machine most efficiently. But because you can't create custom sections directly inside of AutoCAD, you can still use Qubit's section manager here, and I'm just going to section out this beam, for example. And you see that I can still create a custom section. I'll call it beam. So I've got both the point cloud manager from Autodesk and the Qubit Point Sense section manager. Now the last thing I'll show you is that, look, I'm trying to draw a line right now, and I've got my standard node OSNAP on, but it's not snapping to points. So what I'm going to do is go over to my OSNAPs and go into the settings. And you can see node is turned on, but what I need to do is go into my 3D object snaps menu. Okay, and under the point, you see point cloud down there below, I can turn on the node OSNAP down there. That's specific for point clouds. So now I'll start a line command, and you can see that I'm now able to snap to the point cloud. Also, the point filtering is improved here. You'll see that as I zoom in on this line, that the data remains on that planar face, which is great. It doesn't click points behind quite as much as it used to. So as you can see, there's a number of exciting new enhancements to look forward to with the use of point clouds inside of AutoCAD 2015. I hope this session was informative for you. And if you want to see more on what we do with point clouds, you can visit our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/CubitTV, and be sure to subscribe for keeping updated on the latest with reality capture and point clouds. Or you can visit us online at cubit-software.com.